Assalaamualaikum. Pleased to have you guys back on my channel, and in today's video I will be talking about books. Yeah, I got them all. So basically this year I read 12 books. I don't know how to react to that, but I am genuinely happy about it. Like 13, like it's more like a 13, but also not exact 13. It's like 12 and a half, because the last book that I was reading उसके कुछ last के chapters remaining है अभी भी, and since then I haven't had enough chance or time, you can say, to complete my book. Okay, so I'm feeling sad somewhere about it, but I'm just too busy with the new year things. Last year I read 12 books, and my agenda for previous year was कि मैं सबसे ज़्यादा वो बुक्स पढूं जो टिकटॉक वगैरह पे या बुक्स इंस्टाग्राम पे बहुत ज़्यादा हाईली हाइप्ड अप है. ठीक है. So I actually read a few more than these books. Like these are I think 1 2 3 4 5. So इन 5 बुक के अलावा भी मैंने बहुत सारी बुक्स पढ़ी, but then those were the books that did not really touched my heart, like the bookstagram famous books which did not touched my heart, or I didn't find the hype about them. So yeah, and these are the 5 books that actually did magic to me. So I am going to talk about them in a little detail, kind of mini review, and what's my take on it, and what do I feel about them, how do I feel about them. So it's just going to be that, and this is going to be in no particular sequence or manner. It's just going to be very random. So let's start with first book. So first and without any doubt has to be this book, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And I really got the hype, why it was hyping a lot. So initially before buying this book I was like, okay, it's a romance book, it's not my kind of book, because I'm not really into romance books as of now. I'm more of a thriller girl and more of a slow paced, I don't know, for some reason I've entered in my slow paced books era. I don't know. This last book that I failed to read, okay, that was A Man Called Ova. And it's actually a slow paced where it gives you so many different, stories, and it gives you so many different aspects of his life. But I don't know, for some reason I'm enjoying it. Earlier I never used to enjoy such books, but these days I'm kind of enjoying such books. But anyway, coming to my romance wala category, I thought I was never a girl that would enjoy romantic books, and then and that was the reason why I kept this book on waiting list for so long. But then when I read it, when I read it, I actually understood what is the hype all about. If somebody who's actually thinking that it's going to be very cute romantic book, no, it's not a cute romantic book. Okay, it's more than that. So basically this book follows the life of Lily. So the book follows the story of Lily, who is married to Ryle. Okay, he is a very handsome surgeon and lives up to the mark, has a great lifestyle, has different standards, and so does Lily. And they fell in love, and then they get married. But then eventually Lily comes to know about his anger issues and how he actually is as a person, in terms of treating your partner. And at the same time Lily also, like, we also get to see the glimpses of Lily's past. Lily and her past boyfriend, her innocent love, her not childhood but her teenage love, you can say, at last, and how different he was from him and how different they both are. So it's a great book. I think I am not doing justice to this book by talking to you about it. I think I'm not finding the correct words to describe this book, but this book has my heart, and I think it's one of the best books that I read this year, like previous year. And the sequence to it is this: it starts with Us, again by Colleen Hoover. And this now, once you are done in the first part about Ryle and Lily, here it's all about Lily and Atlas. And you can see how I'm blushing just by the name and thinking what went through this book. So this book basically follows the story of Lily and Atlas and how they are going to give second chances to each other, because Lily went after a particular tragic incident in her teenage years. She went her way, and Atlas also chose her path. Now how they met again and how things are again. So a few of the things were described in the first part as well, like how they met again. But yeah, now in this book it's more like giving second chances also, because now Lily is a mother. So yeah, giving second chances, and how the dynamics of Lily and his relationships are, and his relationship to Lily's daughter. So it's a cute book, you can say. It's a good read. But if you compare these two books, I would give this book like a 5 star or more than 5 star, and this would be around 4 or 4.5. It's not that it's bad, but when you compare these two books, these two have very different things. I think I was very much engaged with the first part, and I was not really that engaged with the second part, because we already know that it's going to end in a happy with a happy ending. So yeah. For the third book, we have We Were Liars by Eloch Hart. Now I understand why this book was so hyped. For me, I was not very much invested in the book until the second half of the book, you can say, because in the first half it was really confusing for me to understand the characters and their connection with each other. But what I did for this book was just understood that these are the main characters, and now there are four main characters. Basically they are cousins to each other. In the beginning itself, you would the book has given us the whole family diagram, but still it was not that easy for me to understand. But anyhow, so the book follows the lives of four cousins, and how every summer they go to their grandparents place, and it's a very huge island kind of situation. It's basically an island. They visit them every summer, and how each summer is different from the previous one, how the relationships are changing, and then how a tragedy happens one summer, and who did it, and what were the exact things that went wrong and led to that tragedy, is very well covered in this book. Until the time I reached climax, I was guessing that who did what and how it all happened and what exactly went wrong. So by the end, you wouldn't like by the end you would know what is the exact story and what is the exact scene going on. बट जब तक वहाँ नहीं पहुँचोगे, तुम्हें नहीं समझेगा कि क्या चल रहा है. तुम गेस करते रह जाओगे कि अच्छा इसने ऐसा कुछ किया रहेगा या वो कल्प्रिट है, बट वो नहीं पता चलेगा. सो इट्स अ फैमिली थ्रिलर काइंड ऑफ बुक, which is good. Fourth book is this one, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Again, Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now I clearly understand why this book was so hyped, and I just kept delaying reading this book for so long, क्योंकि मैं करीबन करीबन 2 साल से इसका हाइप देख रही हूँ. बट इस साल लाइक प्रीवियस ईयर जाके मैंने इसे पढ़ा है, and it's a very unique book. I have never read anything that is very related to entertainment industry. So reading this book, I have always watched such movies where a newcomer enters an entertainment industry, and what goes with her, how she deals with so many things, especially the negativity that comes her way, the belittling that she goes through, and all of those similar things are covered in this book. This book covers the life of Evelyn Hugo and how she entered the industry, and what were the ups and downs that she went through, and how courageously she fought through all of those things. Not just courageously, but also very smartly, very cunningly, and what is exact story and the history of why she married 7 times to 7 different people. The book also covers the societal taboo matters a lot, and how society treats men and women very differently, specifically the entertainment industry, and how Evelyn Hugo has to fight for herself each and every time, and how she actually won each and every time, which is really great to read. And yeah, you will also see some great friendships in it, especially she and Harry's friendship was wow, like I was dying for their friendship, and how it evolved over the years. And yeah, and how fears of a person she was. So it's really great to read such a book. It was my first time reading something, so I really enjoyed this book. Now the last and the fifth book for the video is Malibu Rising, again by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think I am a big going to be a big fan of hers now. I think I will start reading more of her books because it was really entertaining, plus very gripping. The books, both of these books are very gripping, right? So this books actually covers the lives of four siblings, specifically the Nina Riva, who is the eldest daughter, and she recently got divorced from her husband, who is a tennis player, and she herself is a surfer plus model, right? So that's how the professions go. The book also covers the the past life of Nina Riva, where she was responsible of taking care of her siblings because her mother died and her father was very listless about them, very borderless about them. And it also covers the life and the marriage of her parents, who I wouldn't say it was unhappy, because there were happy moments between them, but the thing was it was very uncompatible. Like they were not really compatible to each other, and that is how they not only ruined each other's life but also they ruined their children's life. And how Nina Riva has to be always the one looking forward to everything, looking towards everything, taking care of her siblings, their education, and how she kept herself in the end. And I don't know, for some reason I was very much connected. Like I felt really connected to this character, specifically her hardships that she went through. You will not only be able to see the glimpses of her life but also her siblings life, and how they have now their own lives and they are taking care of it, real good care of themselves and their life in terms of personal, emotional, and professional well-being. So yeah, that's it for this video. I think I did not really do a great justice to books. I did not give a great review in terms of my words. I think I still fumble a lot in when it comes to reviewing my books. I am more of a I don't know, I just like writing captions. I do have this bookstagram page, so I would like you guys to please go and give me a follow on Instagram. I will link the Insta handle down below in the description box. But I think I have not done a real good job at describing these books verbally, so I will try it better next time, inshallah. Because I don't know, the books that are really good, and when the books that are really close to my heart, it becomes little difficult for me to explain them. But to be honest, I really enjoyed all of these books. Yeah, and that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.